Hey Falcons fans, let's dive into what's really happening with the Atlanta Falcons. The team is heading into their bye week, but if you think this is time to relax, think again. After a crushing 38-6 loss to the Denver Broncos, Atlanta's worst defeat in 3 years, this week is all about regrouping, rethinking, and resetting. Despite the setback, the Falcons are still at the top of the NFC South with a 6-5 record and a 1.5 game lead. However, there are more questions than answers right now. The big one, how does this team fix what's broken? Even quarterback Kirk Cousins, who's battling injuries, put it bluntly, how do we fix it? That's still to be determined. These are tough conversations that need to happen, and the next few days are crucial for finding solutions. But before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated with all things Falcons. What's the plan for the bye week? The first priority is health. Head coach Raheem Morris has emphasized the importance of getting players back to full strength. Kirk Cousins is dealing with right shoulder and elbow injuries, and wide receiver Darnell Mooney is nursing a hamstring issue. But it's not just about the stars. Several players like starting center Drew Dahlman and defensive backs Rook Orhorhoro and DeMarco Helms might return soon. Their recovery could provide the depth the team desperately needs. Still, let's be real. Getting healthy isn't enough to fix the Falcons' problems. The defense ranks dead last in the league in total defense, pass defense, scoring, and sacks. On offense, red zone struggles and a lack of passing touchdowns are glaring issues. Stepping up the effort. This week, the coaching staff is reviewing every detail of their game plan. Star running back Ben Robinson is also putting in extra work. On Monday, he shared his approach. "I'm going to watch every run, every pass, and every pass protection rep I've been part of," Robinson said. He's teaming up with fellow running back Tyler Allgeier to analyze how they can create better running lanes and become better targets for Cousins. Robinson added, "What could I have done better? Should I have pressed the hole longer? Did I miss a cut? How did the defense react?" This kind of self-reflection and dedication is exactly what the Falcons need to turn things around. It's not just the players putting in the effort. Coach Raheem Morris and his staff are hard at work too. They're creating a detailed report filled with data, going all the way back to the Falcons' mini bye week after their Thursday night win over the Buccaneers. This report breaks down every key scenario, from regular downs to second and long plays, third downs, red zone situations, and even 2-minute drills. Coach Morris explained, "It's about analyzing what we did well, what we didn't do well, and what needs fixing." Essentially, it's a self-diagnosis tool designed to identify weaknesses and figure out how to address them. Some meetings and evaluations are done collaboratively as a coaching staff, while others are handled individually to bring fresh perspectives and innovative ideas to the table. Once everything is analyzed, the findings are simplified and presented to the players in a way that's easy to understand and apply. Morris sees this process as an opportunity, not a burden. In fact, he even called it fun, given the Falcons' current standing as NFC South leaders with playoff aspirations. But here's the reality. If the Falcons don't find answers during this critical time, all their efforts will mean nothing. It's do or die. What comes next? The Falcons know who they are, and the roster is set. While getting healthier is a major boost, real change has to come from within. Morris is confident there are real solutions available, whether it's tweaking the scheme, placing players in better positions, or simply executing plays more effectively. "It's a mix," Morris said. "Some of it is about the scheme. Some of it is about putting players in the right spots. And some of it is just about doing the job better." The road ahead is tough, but the Falcons are determined to make the most of this bye week. Coach Raheem Morris made one thing clear: whatever it takes to win football games, we're willing to do. The blowout loss to Denver marked the team's first losing streak of the season, but there's no need to panic just yet. Morris insists that one game doesn't define the Falcons. Sure, it was a wake-up call, but this team is built tough. With a full week to regroup and some well-deserved rest and family time, Morris expects his players to return ready to fight. It's all still right in front of us, Morris said, emphasizing the team's position as NFC South leaders with everything to play for. Now it's your turn, Falcons fans. What do you think needs to change? Do you believe in the adjustments the coaching staff is making? Are you confident this team can bounce back after the bye week? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Just a few weeks ago, things looked bright. The Falcons were riding high, and fans felt great about their chances in the NFC playoff race. But fast forward to now, and back-to-back losses have completely shifted the mood. While Atlanta still holds a 1.5-game lead atop the NFC South, it's clear their position doesn't feel as secure anymore. What the experts say, NFL.com's Jeffrey Chadiha has some advice. Don't get carried away. In his recent analysis, Chadiha reminded everyone that, despite the Falcons' recent struggles, the sky isn't falling. He pointed out that the NFC South isn't the league's toughest division. With a 4-1 record against divisional opponents, Atlanta's path to the playoffs is still wide open. Unless they completely melt down, they'll find at least 3 more wins before the season is over, Chadiha said. The reality check. While Chadiha's outlook is optimistic, there's no denying the Falcons have real challenges to address. As fans, we ride every win like a high and feel every loss deeply. That's part of being passionate about your team. This bye week is critical. Can the Falcons use it to reset and make the changes needed to secure their playoff hopes? Time will tell. Passion runs deep for Falcons fans, and right now, every game feels like it matters more than ever. Sure, we've beaten Tampa Bay twice this season, but let's not forget they still pose a real threat in the division race. The Buccaneers have an easier remaining schedule, which means we need to capitalize on every opportunity. NFL.com's Jeffrey Chadiha pointed out that Atlanta could clinch the division with wins against struggling teams like the Raiders, Giants, and Panthers. But does that really inspire confidence? It feels more like we're inching toward a playoff spot rather than dominating our way there. After 7 long years without a postseason appearance, we all want more than just a standard division title. Let's talk quarterbacks now. About the quarterback situation. Michael Penix Jr. made a brief appearance during garbage time in the loss to Denver, but his opportunities were surprisingly limited. With Kirk Cousins locked in as the starter for at least 2 more seasons, every chance to give Penix meaningful reps feels crucial for his development. Sure, avoiding injuries is important, but letting Penix lead even a garbage time drive could have provided valuable experience for both him and the team's future. Despite the limited time, Penix showed flashes of potential. His poise stood out. He didn't force throws and used his legs to escape pressure and avoid negative plays. While he's not the fastest quarterback, his ability to step up and move in the pocket was refreshing, something we haven't seen much from Cousins, especially post-injury. Penix also made smart decisions, like throwing the ball away when necessary. These small moments reflect a young quarterback who plays with maturity and intelligence, even in tough situations. It's a small sample size, but there's reason for cautious optimism. The quarterback dilemma. Here's the tricky part. Penix might be more ready for NFL action than many think. He's not a raw project like Trey Lance or Anthony Richardson. With his experience and maturity, it feels like a waste not to have a clearer path for him to eventually take over as the starter. This raises a big question. Is Cousins still the best option for now, or is Penix the future we're holding back? It's a tough spot to be in, especially if it means limiting what Penix can bring to the table. What do you think? Falcons fans, we want to hear from you. Do you agree with Chadiha that we shouldn't overreact to the recent losses, or do you see deeper issues that need urgent attention? And how do you feel about how the team is handling the quarterback situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you stay updated on all things Falcons. Let's keep the conversation going. Go Falcons!